Hey everybody, so I've got a somewhat different video for you today. My partner and I got a bit sauced and decided to rank the Smash Ultimate characters by daddy viability. It sort of speaks for itself, but hope you stick around, see what we have to say, and why. This version's heavily edited. I'm going to be uploading the raw footage as well. That'll be in the links down below. I thought we should go full goofy with this list, and we wound up having a ball. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Hello!
Oh my god. Hello. Welcome to Tier List Maker featuring special guest alcohol.
Alex, what do you have in front of me?
Oh, well, I've got the hottest of all the tier lists. For you see, this is the ultimate daddy tier list.
So in honor of Pride Month ending,
In honor of a month of respecting gay people, I figured we would just throw that right out the window.
Alright, so we need to establish some criteria.
Okay. So well, first, let's go through our categories. Well, let's
Okay.
explain those.
Okay.
So we have daddy. Daddy is top tier. Daddy is daddy. And we will define what makes a daddy in a moment. Here we have an aspiring daddy. Now
Not quite yet a dad.
they've got all the characteristics of a daddy, but there's something missing. You know, you can't quite envision them power topping you yet. This
Okay.
category is for literal fathers, characters that are not daddies but have had offspring.
Or are daddies and have had offspring.
This tier exists solely to make the distinction between a daddy and a father. Next, we have unable to dad, not their fault. This is for people that just can't be a dad. Like you, no matter what, you're not gonna have your partner call you daddy.
Maybe
It's not your fault. Maybe you look a little too different. Maybe you're strange.
maybe you have a vagina and it's just not possible to pretend that you're daddy.
Maybe. I mean, there are people with vaginas out there who have been called daddy before.
I mean, that is very true, but maybe in this case it is just impossible.
And that's okay. But if you're unable to dad and it's your fault,
That's worse.
that's worse, and that's why you're low down here. And then at the bottom, children.
Start with an example of a daddy, and that would be
I think we all
no,
know
that would be Ganondorf.
Ganondorf. I was gonna say we all know where we're going, except for me, Ganondorf.
That is a daddy. I could totally foresee just sitting on the couch, drinking wine, watching a nice romantic comedy, just looking over and be like, "Daddy."
And he would look back at you and he would say, Doria. Let's get a literal father in there. Crom.
But he's so hot.
But he's a literal father.
But he's so hot.
But he's not a daddy.
I would call
And
him daddy, and
here-
he's not my dad.
So here's why he's going into literal father tier. It's because A, he actually is a father, canonically, and B, he's entirely too sweet to be a daddy. Like, if you're in the bedroom with Crom, you're in control. Calls me daddy.
Crom is the type of daddy who would have a juice box for his kids, or if he needed a break in the middle of sex.
Crom's got your back. He's got a cookie in the bedside table, and he'll give it to you.
Alright, unable to dad, not their fault. I think that would be
Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is just too adorable and round and lovely, and
Who is a good aspiring daddy?
I was gonna
He's
say
almost
Daisy.
a daddy. You think Daisy could be
Absolutely. I think she would need to be wearing a little more leather.
Well, she actually is. You just can't see it under the dress. Unable to dad, their fault. Now that's an interesting pick. Why is Cloud? Why is Fox unable to dad? And why is it his fault?
His personality is unfuckable.
Wow. So like, he shot for the moon, but he wound up here, like in the depths of the ocean.
Yep, a daddy would not let Slippy be on his...
Unable to dad, not their fault. Plant, or not their fault. Plants don't have.
You don't think he's aspiring, maybe?
No. I mean, well, make your argument.
Those teeth.
He could
I don't
be-
know. I think of the plants, he is the most sensual.
So,
Well,
get fucked, Ivysaur. Thick Diddy Kong and literal children.
You think he's a little child?
Yeah. He's a young '90s kid at heart.
So are we all.
Lucina,
Aspiring daddy.
aspiring daddy.
Absolutely.
Now, is she aspiring to make up for the fact that her father can never be?
I think she's aspiring because she can never live up to her father, even though in this tier list she has surpassed her father, but she will never be as handsome as her father.
Okay.
That's why she cross-dresses.
Charizard.
Daddy.
Okay.
I mean, what's your argument against it?
Incineroar Daddy.
Unable to dad, their fault, Little Mac.
Okay, I figured Little Mac was at least aspiring.
No, God, no.
Is it
Look at him.
Whoa!
Yeah, he'll be boring in bed and a little bit douchey outside of bed. Uncontroversial pick, I feel. Bayonetta.
Now, is it because of the BDSM thing?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'm a Falco main, so I'm a little biased. I want to put him in Daddy, but he might just be aspiring.
I was thinking aspiring. He doesn't quite have that oomph. He thinks he does, but he doesn't.
But more than Fox. Like, Fox can't.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Because, like, Falco has, like, his own thing going on.
We're going to have a lot of aspiring daddies, I feel like.
In Star Fox Adventures, yeah, we're totally going to... That's going to be the most popular tier. Meta Knight. Now, and if it helps, you can give him the sensual Hispanic accent he had in the Kirby cartoon. He sounded a bit...
He was Zorro?
He sounded a bit like Strong Bad mixed with Zorro. Is it his fault or not his fault?
I think it's his fault.
You think it's his? Is like he's trying to overcompensate for how cute he is?
I do. She is an authority figure. You respect her.
Yeah, and like you might want to fuck her, but you also want her to get shit done. Like she's the one driving you to Disney, and these are the ones you're fucking in the hotel room. Ike. Now the Ike we have here looks to be Twink Ike.
His daddy status is in the second game, and that's where he's really like tough and really giving it to Ranulph. Daddy with the caveat that it's always gonna be... No one's gonna play the young one. No one in this household. All right, now that it's shown up, the Wii Fit trainers.
Okay.
I want to say the female is aspiring and the male is literal.
Why is Wii Fit trainer aspiring? I would put her in unable to.
No, her fault. She's got that firm voice, like she would command you.
No, but no. Her voice is her voice is clear. There's a lot of clarity in it, but she's making suggestions. Salute the sun. Now let's go back to our original pose.
I'm gonna give
Bend me over and fuck me. Wait, before we go too much farther, I'm gonna put all the me's as it's their fault. Joker.
We'll put aspiring. Because Lucine is also kind of a kid.
Someday.
Yeah. Someday, those people may or may not be fathers.
Kirby is a child.
Duck Hunt is unable to.
It's not his fault, just because of the kind of... Like, if he was a German Shepherd, we'd be having a different conversation. Now, Donkey Kong acts really... Like, K. Rool has schemes and plans. Donkey Kong's always portrayed as a moron. But for...
That adds to his daddiness.
For the... Well, not if he's, like, a moron to the point where you'd actually just be fucking an animal. Like he
False. Charizard is an animal.
Yeah, but he's a daddy. We gotta put Donkey Kong in his place. So... He
has a tie. Check for daddy. His hair is not daddy, but his muscles are.
I think he has to be aspiring. I don't think he can reach this with his current form.
Okay, the one that looks like a pirate.
This guy?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Put him in aspiring.
Aspiring? Okay.
He's almost there.
It's because he's a pirate. Wolf.
Now, is he aspiring or has he reached great heights?
I think Wolf's daddy.
Okay. Fantastic. Put him up there.
Why would you argue that he's not? If he's just aspiring.
No, you're right. He's got that leather jacket. He'd be drinking whiskey in the bar. Yeah, put him in daddy.
Okay. So we'll put Alf and Olimar in the same section. So
are they literal fathers because they raise and nurture and abuse the Pikmin?
Okay, we'll go with literal father because they do bring life into.
All right, Banjo. That's gonna be another tough one.
I'm gonna say no.
Not daddy. It's either aspiring or not their fault.
I'll put him into aspiring.
Okay.
You know, like if you age Banjo up a couple years, maybe kick Kazooie out of the picture.
No, Kazooie's definitely a part of it. Kazooie's more daddy than Banjo is.
I want to go ahead and say Simon's a daddy, but I think Richter may be aspiring. I think he's too young. I think he's too plucky. I would argue that Simon's a daddy. He's been doing this shit for a long time.
Have heirs?
Simon Belmont, father.
He does. He does have unknown descendants.
Yep, literal daddy. Where'd you go, Simon?
You were just on him.
Oh. No, that's Ken.
Oh, that's fucking Ken.
Here he is.
I'm ashamed now. I'm sorry.
Dark Pit.
It's his fault.
He's got to grow the fuck up.
You know what? Do he and Pit belong in the same tier, though? Because it is definitely Pit's fault.
Is it?
Yes.
Sonic.
Is it their fault or not?
I don't know. Like,
he's definitely not a dad. And he's definitely not a child either.
It's his prerogative to have the outlook on life and personality that he does. So I would say it's his fault. Snake. Further pushing the argument for Snake to be a daddy, look at him.
He does have a tight ass.
He does. And a fucking beard, mustache,
but
bandana.
That bandana is the point. Alright, fine. Put him in daddy.
Yay. Isabel's job is to... Yeah, I don't even, like, this Zelda is Link Between Worlds, and that Sheik is, like, Ocarina of Time. Like, adult Zelda.
Has a tight booty.
And has a tight booty. Zelda ain't got... She can't make it clap.
I thought
she can't make it clap.
I thought loose booties were the ones that clapped.
Either way, she can't make it clap.
She can't.
She's got no booty. She's minus a butt. Wario.
Either daddy or aspiring.
Really?
He's really confident in himself.
I was going to make it his fault.
No.
Really?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
He's gross. He farts on people.
He is clearly the dom in the relationship between him and Waluigi.
Of all the things I thought we'd fight on, I did not think Wario would be one of them. I thought for sure we both go, fuck Wario.
No. He's gassy and overweight and just annoying to be around. I have that energy, and I need to believe that one day I can be Ganon.
Put him in aspiring.
Okay.
Zero Suit. You know what? She's a literal father. Because that Metroid...
She has a baby.
That Metroid identifies with her.
Father, yeah.
And actually, Samus falls into that category, too.
Dark Samus is aspiring.
Okay. I agree with that. Bowser.
Daddy.
Captain Falcon.
Ooh,
I was putting him off until a little later because he's risky.
He's got a lot of daddy points and a lot of not daddy points.
It's true.
He is a little bit of a tryhard. That said,
not as much as Fox. Fox deserves his spot in the tier list.
He has impeccable style.
And impeccable pecs.
And a tight booty.
So, aspiring?
Yeah.
We'll come back to Link. Lucario.
Daddy.
Cloud. I want to say
Mm.
it's his fault. I do not like Cloud. Especially the modern incarnations of him. He's a bit more cheeky. He's a bit more sarcastic and not as like serious in Final Fantasy VII. But in everything else, he is like played to the edgelord.
I'm willing to put him in it's his fault. Because he could totally be a daddy to Aerith and just doesn't. And then he could be a daddy to Tifa and doesn't.
Yeah.
Although he adopts orphans.
Ooh, you know what? He has a child. He might be safe. But he's an absent father, so it's still his fault.
Yeah, that's right. He is an absent father. Fuck him.
Fuck him. Shulk. Why is it not
It's his fault. It's his fault.
Oh.
It's his fault.
Is it because he's too extra?
Just look at him.
Oh.
Just fucking look at his face.
Whoa, that's going to be controversial. Ryu. I want to say he's a daddy.
I'll give you this. If we put Ken in, it's his fault.
Okay. That's fair. No. Oh, no, Ken's safe, because he's a dad.
No, fuck.
That's a shame. If Roy, I'll give him this. If Roy had come around just, like, a couple generations after, he wouldn't be going through this right now. Because they would have given him a grown-up daddy for him. Let's get the rest of the Femlem characters out of here. Corrin?
I mean, I think Corrin and Corrin are literal fathers.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I guess the same has to be said for...
I don't know. I would put male Robin in daddy, because he is the Robin. His magic going around his wiener.
I took Chrom from you, so I will give you Robin.
But here's my hot take on this.
Mm-hmm.
Mario, it's not his fault. Dr. Mario, it is his fault.
Okay, you've definitely got to explain that.
All right, so Dr. Mario has matured. He's realized he needs to get an adult profession. This is what it's like to grow up. And he just fucking hasn't. He just plays Tetris or Puyo Puyo all day.
No, he's shoving those pills down your fucking throat.
That doesn't make him a daddy, does it?
It makes him incompetent.
It does.
It makes him a murderer.
The Pokemon trainers are not daddies, but they are literal fathers. they love and care for and breed their children.
Okay, all right. Oh, we're in the final. We're in the home stretch. These.
All right, Greninja. I think
I think it's his fault.
I was gonna say aspiring. Could you imagine that tongue in your butt? Peach is a monarch, and an incompetent monarch.
Well, I mean, she's a terrible monarch, but so is King K. Rool. But he's daddy.
Yeah, but he's terrible in like an evil way, and she's just terrible in an incompetent way.
She's just too like oblivious from a life of being raised in privilege.
That's a little bit her fault then.
Miss-
But okay.
No, you
No,
swayed me.
no. Just leave her.
Okay.
We're done. We're done with her.
Let's finish it. There's an argument to make him a daddy. He.
He's not a daddy. He's a twink.
Well, hold on. He has been in this industry for so long. He's worked his ass off, literally, because he's two-dimensional. He's adapted in every game. You know, he gets a little bit different.
He makes bacon.
He makes bacon, which is, like, after he's done, like, fucking giving it to you.
No, I couldn't. I know, not.
Luigi.
I think he might be aspiring.
Okay. I agree with that. Here it is. You've got to be the one to tell everyone why Link isn't a daddy.
Why do I gotta be? Do you think he's a daddy?
No, I don't. But there will be people who disagree.
He's not at all a daddy. That is 100% for certain. He is a pretty little boy. I don't think he would order me around in bed. He's got some emotional issues he's working through in Breath of the Wild. He's too nervous to talk.
That's true. I don't know.
But that's not his fault.
That's a disorder he's got, though.
Right, that's not his fault. Triforce of Courage, he never does get the courage to speak, does he?
He gets the courage to do everything else, though.
He does. Is he aspiring? Is it not his fault?
That's where we've been swinging back and forth. That's what this whole fucking thing was about.
That's what the world wants to know.
And you can be the one to decide.
No. Vote in the comments.
Make sure you hammer that like button with your daddy dick.
What?
What?
Clean your keyboard afterwards.
You know what?
And your dick.
You know what? I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
All right, and that's the Smash tier list by Daddy.
That is the official Smash Daddy tier list.
That's right. Tune in tomorrow when we'll decide some more. Ooh.
I think we need to do a tier list of Pokemon trainers. IMO.
Okay. But we've got to sign off from this. It's still not over.
I think you need to drag Ganon to the front of Daddies, because he's the daddiest of daddies.
Well, which is the front? Is it here?
Yes.
Hold on. I gotta like, there we go.
Okay.
He's the Lord Paramount of daddies.
And then Bayonetta's definitely second. Perfect.
Yep.
Although Charizard would be third. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Hold on. Then this is the next. So, Daddy's ordered.
No, we don't need to do that.
All right. Before this gets too out of hand, thank you for joining us. I hope you agreed with our tier list. If you don't,
let us know why.
Let us know who your top daddy is and why you're wrong.
And also be sure to let us know whose fault it is that they are not a daddy, because that is worse. Really, children should have been above unable to dad their fault, honestly. There you go.
There we go.
That's the real
tier list
list.
is finally finished.
Yes.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.